Hey, what's up everyone? Ashley here. Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies. So I had a chance to catch an early screening of Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which is going to arrive on Disney Plus on Friday. Now, before I get into my spoiler-free review of the movie, first thing, if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you could hit that like button down below, that would help me out a lot as well. Okay, on to the review. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers stars Andy Samberg, John Mulaney, Kiki, Layne, Seth Rogen, Bana, Arnett, and a whole bunch of other people. Now, in this version of Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale have gone their separate ways following the cancellation of their cartoon. So Dale has decided to stick it out in Hollywood and he attends fan conventions while Chip sells insurance. But the two of them are brought back together when their friend Monterey Jack goes missing. Now, all the marketing material for this movie has been like, don't call it a reboot, okay? It's a comeback. Don't call it a reboot. Fine. Okay. But regardless of what you call this movie, it's definitely a clever and humorous take on the source material. It's a family film with plenty for all ages to enjoy, but if I'm being honest, this movie is really aimed at 80s and 90s kids, specifically those who grew up watching the cartoon or cartoons and movies and commercials and TV shows from that time period. I say that because this movie is jam-packed with jokes, pop culture references, Easter eggs, so many in fact that I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of them during my screening. It's just so many are thrown at you like left and right, and some of them are really sort of subtle and some of them are a little bit more obvious. And I was really surprised by some of the character cameos in this movie. Like certain characters that show up, I was like, how did they get that character in there? Or even how some of the characters were used. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the movie. And I have to say, I mentioned this before that this movie is very humorous, but it really is. Like most of the jokes land, but the humor is really sharp. It's clever. I laughed so much during this movie. I mean, I was really pleasantly surprised with how funny this movie was. Now, to give you an idea of what they're going for with Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, it's very much like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I mean, it's not even subtle with how inspired it is by that movie. And just like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, this movie is a live action animation hybrid, meaning that the cartoon characters coexist with the people characters or human characters. They all exist in the same space. Now, thankfully, this movie is creative enough that even though it is very much influenced by Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it is able to stand on its own and do its own thing with that sort of idea. If I had one complaint about this movie, it would probably be that the story is a little thin. But it's okay because it works for this movie. And also, the film offers enough humor, heart, action, and lovable characters. Like these characters are so great, especially Chip and Dale. That you kind of forgive that the story is just kind of paper thin. Overall, I really liked this movie. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers very much surprised me. It's a lot of fun. It's very funny. It's very clever. And like I said, there's all these different pop culture references in there. It just keeps you on your toes when you're watching it. And like I said, it's a lot of fun. I cannot stress this enough. So that's my review of Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which arrives on Disney Plus on Friday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. While you're here, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And also don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.